Hey everyone, welcome back to Ragtag Stacking. In today's video, I'm going to talk a little bit about revising my silver stacking strategy. As you can see, half of the display in here is gold. So I will be talking a lot about silver and my silver stacking goals. But this could give you a pretty good idea of where I'm going to be pivoting to in the near future. Because if you've been watching my channel, you do know that I have set some goals for 2021, and one of the main goals was stacking a tube of the new American Silver Eagle design and the old American Silver Eagle design. I don't know why I said new first, because the old ones are out now, but with the premiums on them, you'd be insane to be paying the premiums that you see on these coins. Up in Canada, on the American Silver Eagles and the Canadian Maples, there's like $14-15 premiums on some of these coins. So there was a lot of hype. Obviously, we all know the Wall Street bets and the short squeeze. Not going to get into that. But the price movement, it spiked up a little bit, and then it's sort of stabilized a little bit. It didn't drop all the way back to where it was before all the craziness happened. But there was that a bit of a spike and then a little bit of a fizzle out. But unfortunately, the premiums have stayed increased, and I think that's because every article I see, they reference that the spike or the to the moon people, they were wrong, or they were just trying to pump up silver. And but they do say that it has piqued interest in some people moving into the physical precious metals market. You know what I mean? So for the online bullion dealers, for them, they're keeping their premiums high for the new influx of people that have kind of seen some interest in physical metals, and they might not know how terrible of a price that they're going to be getting on these silver coins. Stackers, they're obviously more in tune to what you should be paying for it. You have your budgets and your cost dollar averages, so you know what a relatively good price above spot is for premiums. So the online bullion dealers, it looks like they're just trying to make a quick buck on these people that are coming in with this newfound interest in it. Kind of like with the 2020, kind of like back in 2020 when it really dipped. I think a lot of people saw that it dipped, and the new people are like, oh, I'm going to get in such a deal on silver, not realizing that the premiums kind of stayed exactly where they were when it was like $18. So that took a long time to get back to normal. I kept seeing, when I was getting into stacking, I hadn't really started stacking yet, I kept seeing videos talking about the premiums and how different they were from just a year ago. So yeah, looking at 2020, it was a long time before those premiums, we started seeing a break on those premiums, you know what I mean? It was towards the second half of the year where you started to see that the percentage on the premiums was dropping just that little bit. So I'm hoping it's not too long this time. I don't want it to drag out for months and months where they're going to be with these high premiums. So the online bullion dealers know that we're junkies. You know what I mean? We're addicted to silver stacking. We might go away for a little bit when the prices are outrageous, but they're going to be making their profit off of more it's not saying ignorant in a bad way, but just people that aren't as in tune with silver and just trying to jump on the next, what they think is an opportunity or the next big thing with physical metals. So you get these people seeing this chance at jumping in when it's really low, and they go on to a site like JM Bullion or APMEX. They might not be realizing the premiums, how bad the premiums were at that time. You know what I mean? Even though it went down to 11, most of the online bullion dealers kept their premiums around where it was when spot was at like 18. So just to try and take advantage of a lot of the people that were jumping in, because normal stackers would not touch the premiums, would not touch those coins. This was kind of before I got into stacking, so I just kept seeing videos talking about how outrageous it was, the premiums, and how they had to stop their monster box challenges and just try and get as cheap silver as they could, because the premiums are just so bad. That's kind of what happened here. There was that hype, didn't quite live up to shooting the moon, but it has kept some people interested, and these online bullion dealers are just trying to make as much off of it as they can. knowing that stackers will be waiting in the wings. They'll always have them once the premiums come back. We're junkies, you know what I mean? We're addicted to this stuff. We might be a little bit stubborn at times and not be paying the premiums, but they know that for the most part, they're not going to be losing the stacker that's been doing it for decades because of a little bit of a premium hike. As a business, I'm sure that they have numbers that back up that they're not going to be losing a lot of the regular stackers that have been doing it for decades. If this were to impact their bottom line long term, I'm sure that they'd be smart enough to say, hey, maybe we shouldn't be milking these guys and just leave the premiums as they are, because we're losing, X percentage of, real stackers that won't return to us because they fear they're being ripped off. If that was the case, then they might not be doing it like this. But unfortunately, with their actions, it seems that they're fairly confident that they'll have enough people buying at these premiums. And once it stops and they lower the premiums, all the old school guys are going to come jumping back in. So they know what they're doing. They're a business, and that's how I'm going to treat it. I'm going to see how they handle their premiums. And I'm going to kind of pivot away from any of that high premium stuff. So there are some things that are going to be staying from the old goals, like the junk silver stuff. I wanted to get $100 face value in American silver and $100 face value in Canadian. So that's going to continue on. I mean, I've been getting the best prices I can on these silver dollars on eBay. They have been a very, very good buy. And they haven't really been affected from all this craziness. I'm still kind of getting them at the same prices I was getting, for the longest time. And I picked up some Kennedys recently from Silver Gold Bull, and they're in really, really nice condition. And I got it from the random selection. You have a random choice. If you really like Kennedys and you don't want to risk not getting a Kennedy, then you can have an option of just Kennedys. But it was like $3 more than the random option. Same with the Walking Liberty and the Franklin. You had a chance of just going with those specifically, paying $3 more than the opportunity of getting one of the three ones randomly. So they did have them individually available and individually priced, but they were all so much more expensive than the random version. So with the random one, you could get any of the three, the Franklin, the Walker, or the Benji. But it's kind of like the random year American Silver Eagle. I ended up getting 9 of the Kennedys and 1 of the Walkers. So if you were to order 10 American Silver Eagles on the random year option, you're not going to be getting a 2012, a 2007, a 2016. You're basically, from what I've been getting, you're going to get like 10 of one random year. You're not going to get 10 of a variety of years. That's what I kind of expected. I kind of expected that variety, but that's not what it is. You're going to be getting a random year, and all of those coins are going to be that year. Basically is how it works out. And that seems to be what it is with the random junk silver option. So if you're expecting a variety of coins in your 10, your $5 face value, you might not get that, but you will be saving a lot of money per coin if you don't care which one of the three you get. So I would definitely go with the random option instead of specifically the Kennedy, Walker, or Franklin on Silver Gold Bull, that is. So the premiums haven't really been changed too much on some of the junk silver. So, they are going fast. They do have quite a bit of turnover. I've seen some be sold out and then there's available the next day. So there is some turnover going in. People might be selling some of their stuff to them as well. So that part of the strategy is staying. The junk part, trying to get the $100 face value of that stuff. The high premium coins like the 2021 Maples and American Silver Eagles, and even these generic bars. I set the goal for 50 ounces in 10 ounce bars and 50 ounces in 5 ounce bars. That's going to have to hold off as well until these premiums kind of stabilize. I'm hoping to, relook at this as soon as possible, whether it's like 2 months or 3 months. We all know it was a very long time until the premium stabilized in 2020. So I'm hoping it's not as long as this, but let's just say 3 months down the road, I might be revising it because the premiums on the bars are better, and I'll add this in. But for now, I'm, pivoting a little bit away from silver and more into gold. So I did have some goals for gold heading into 2021. It was to complete my fractional quarter ounce. I had 2 quarter ounce coins and I needed 2 more. So I did complete the first ounce, but at the end of 2021, I wanted to have 2 full ounces of quarter ounce coins. So I do need to start on the next ounce, but I have the whole year to do that. I will be putting money aside for when silver becomes realistic again for purchases, but I am going to be focusing a bit more on gold and picking up gold, a little bit more frequently than I was before. I'm not sure. I said before I'm not going to go as low as a gram, but 2.5 grams, that seems to be in play. They do have a lot of those options on Silver Gold Bull, and even the 5 gram bars, they are a pretty good price as well. As far as coins go, obviously, like I said, with the quarter ounce, I do have that existing goal, but I might look at getting, a half an ounce in 10th ounce coins. I might set that as a goal. But also I'm looking at some old silver, like the dos pesos and things like that on eBay. Watching Fish's videos, I loved looking at all that old gold with the guilders and the kroners and the pesos. And they have the French, I forget what they're called, the French marks, not marks. I'll put a picture of it. It has a rooster on it. I really like the rooster one. I do like these old gold ones. They are different sized. It's not exactly a quarter of an ounce. It will be like 0.234 ounces or something like that. But there are different sizes and things, different fractional gold. I like the look of all of them, and I'm thinking of incorporating that into my new strategy or my new goals. So the condensed version of what I was trying to get across in this video for my silver stacking strategy is holding off on the bars and the high premium coins, continuing with the junk silver goals, and pivoting a little bit towards gold and making some more fractional gold goals on top of the quarter ounce. So that's my plan. I'm a little bit all over the place on which fractional I am going to go for. So once I finally make that decision, I'll make the final goal for that one. Like I said, with the 10th ounce, it'd be something like a half an ounce and 10th ounce coins. If it's going to be the old gold, I'll just go with like 5 or 6. The goal of like 5 of the krooners or 5 of the guilders, 5 of the pesos. But I still need to make up my mind on which way I want to go with that. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys are doing. I know some people are holding off completely. They're not buying any silver, whether it's junk or bars, generics. They're just holding off and stacking up some cash for when things stabilize. For me, I'm going to be doing that as well, but I'm going to continue to keep buying things just because there are some deals to be had, and I still would like to be making channel content. So yes, I've already tried to end it 3 times, but I'm going to do it again. Thank you for watching, and I hope you come back for the next one. Thank you.